I'm Paula Dyson.
And I'm William Dyson.
We were married February 20th, 2009. We will be renewing our vows on February 20th, 2019 in the garden that we were married in at the exact same time. To be honest, we discussed getting married. It wasn't like a, big old fairy tale glamorous surprise thing. We talked about getting married, and I called my family and said, we're gonna get married. And my oldest sister basically told me, not without us. So we had a lot of stuff. I had my mom and other people pass away in our family, and she was just like, we need to be there. So a few days later, she called me and told me she had a surprise for me and asked me if I knew what the Beaufort Inn was. I said, the Pink House downtown? Yes, it's beautiful and gorgeous. And she told me they just bought the garden next to it, and I booked it for you guys to get married there, so we have to pick a date. When my sister called to tell me about it, she said it's brand new. They just purchased it. They're just starting to work on it. It's a nice spot. You guys will be the first ones getting married there. So it was more than I had imagined. I wasn't expecting it. So I just felt like it was an amazing gift for my sisters to do this for me. It was fun to do it with my sisters and make the bouquets together and do this big thing. Had been a long time since we had all the family together in one place for a happy event, and then I feel super blessed that it was for us to say I do. In 2016, I was diagnosed with uterine cancer, and treatment started really quick. Surgery happened, treatment started really quick, and I was about halfway through my treatment and kind of picked Poppy from the movie Trolls and her song Get Back Up Again as my theme song, and how she just celebrates everything, even the everyday, what some people think are humdrum. She celebrates everything, and I was like, what, if I get through this, I want to renew our vows. And he was like, okay. Well, okay. And I mean, that was just kind of the brainchild to have it done, but life as it is, I honestly didn't think it was going to happen because cancer costs a lot of money. So how do you do it, and how are we going to make this happen? And so we definitely had a lot of great support.
Some of the biggest changes that we've had in our life since we've been married 10 years ago. Let's see, we moved from Beaufort, South Carolina to Jacksonville, North Carolina, Jackson, North Carolina to Albany, New York. And then Albany, New York, as I was transitioning out of the Marine Corps, we came back down here and decided that this place kind of felt like home. We were married here, we had our son here. We have a lot of everlasting memories that have sprung up from here, and kind of the big thing that I always like to do is whenever we're downtown Beaufort and we pass by the Beaufort Inn, like to see the Tabby Garden and what it's become, and kind of a symbolic thing for me and her, because we're the first ones married there. So as the garden grows, so does your relationship. So that's kind of the big thing why I like the thought that we're actually renewing our vows at the Beaufort Inn once again. Anyway, your major changes other than...
I mean, our child. I mean, we definitely that's a huge change. I work for the Marine Corps, and I love helping military families. So that was a no-brainer to come back here to Beaufort, and like you said, it felt like home. And we have military family here, and then we've grown being part of the Leadership Beaufort program. I feel like I have so much more family here in Beaufort, and it just seems like the right thing. And if it was going to happen, if this dream of mine was to happen, it wouldn't have happened anywhere else. I don't think it would have.